For countless generations, humanity has wrestled with one profound question: what happens after death? From ancient civilizations to modern science, this mystery has been the center of philosophy, religion, and deep personal reflection. Some believe that death is simply the end, a final sleep where nothing follows. Others hold firmly to the idea of an afterlife, whether it be heaven, hell, reincarnation, or spiritual transformation. Beyond religious and scientific views, people's personal experiences, such as near-death experiences, visions, or spiritual encounters, have also fueled ongoing debates. These accounts often describe tunnels of light, feelings of peace, or encounters with loved ones who have passed away, leaving many to wonder if there is indeed more to existence than what we can see. Ultimately, the question of what comes after death touches every human being. It shapes the way we live, the choices we make, and the hope we hold on to. Whether viewed with fear, curiosity, or faith, this question remains one of the greatest mysteries of life. From the earliest civilizations, people sought answers to life beyond the grave. Ancient Egyptians believed in a detailed afterlife, where the soul journeyed through trials before reaching eternal rest, hence their elaborate tombs and burial rituals. The Greeks and Romans spoke of the underworld, with places of reward and punishment. These beliefs show that humanity has always wrestled with the possibility that death is not the end, but a transition. Modern science often presents a different picture. From a biological standpoint, death is the cessation of all vital functions. The heart stops beating, the brain no longer sends signals, and consciousness fades. Many scientists argue that the mind is a product of the brain, so once the body dies, awareness ends. Yet science also acknowledges mysteries. Countless near-death experiences, NDEs, have been reported, people describing tunnels of light, overwhelming peace, or meeting loved ones, though there is still no definitive explanation for these phenomena. The Bible gives us a clear answer in Hebrews 9:27. "And it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment." This means that death is not the end. When a person dies, the spirit leaves the body and immediately faces judgment before God. Those who have lived righteously, walking in the light of God, will enter into eternal rest in heaven. But those who lived in sin and rebellion will face eternal punishment in hell. To understand this better, we need to see how God created man. The Bible reveals that human beings are made up of three parts: the body, the spirit, and the soul. The body. The body is the physical part of a person, the part we can see, touch, and interact with. It is through the body that we take actions, make decisions, and carry out the functions of life. The body is temporary. It is like a garment or house that clothes the soul and spirit. When a person dies, the body returns to the dust, but the spirit and soul live on. The spirit is the real man, the eternal part of us that carries the very breath of God. When God created Adam, he breathed into him, and man became a living being. That breath is the spirit. It is the spirit that will stand before God in judgment. The spirit is also the part of man that the devil fights for, because it is the part God desires to dwell in. When a person surrenders to God, his spirit lives within their spirit. The soul is the seat of a person's thoughts, desires, emotions, and will. It can be called the heart of the spirit, just as the physical heart is in the body. The soul expresses the life of the spirit. It reflects our choices, whether to live for God or for ourselves. So what happens after death? According to the Word of God, every person will face judgment. There is no middle ground. Heaven and hell are real, and eternity is determined by how we live and who we follow while we are alive. Death is not the end. It is a doorway, a passage into eternity. That is why it is vital to live in readiness, to walk with God, and to accept His gift of salvation through Jesus Christ. Because one day, when our body returns to the dust, our spirit will rise to face the eternal question: where will you spend eternity?